Hello, Dayton area moms. Courtney Snow here with contributor Kristen. She is back with us again for another monthly post chat. And while we're all dealing with the craziness of the holidays, whatever you celebrate, I'm sure it's crazy for all of us moms. I still have not even put up my Christmas tree. So there's that.
But Kristen put up like a month ago, so there's that. So.
I usually do, and it just hasn't happened, and so it just hasn't happened. But Kristen wrote for us, it just published on the 1st of this month, the 12 Gifts of Christmas Mom Edition, which is great. So Kristen, we're going to let you read a little bit of the beginning part of it, and then we'll talk about this fun post and how you got the idea.
Thank you. All right. The 12 Gifts of Christmas Mom Edition. I'm not sure if that was the original title I had, but that was much better than what I originally had for sure. So I appreciate it.
Brilliance of Emily.
Yeah, Emily is a genius. So
yes, she is.
All right. I'll do it kind of like the song, so you get to hear my beautiful voice. But there you go. On the first day of Christmas, my children gave to me hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree. On the second day of Christmas, my children gave to me 2 tired elves on the shelf and hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree. On the third day of Christmas, my children gave to me a nativity set missing all the sheep, 2 tired elves on the shelf, and hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree. On the 4th day of Christmas, my children gave to me 4 different daycare viruses, a nativity set missing all the sheep, 2 tired elves on the shelf, and hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my children gave to me Baby Thunderdome. 2 babies enter, 1 baby leaves. 4 different daycare viruses, a nativity set missing all the sheep, 2 tired elves on the shelf, and hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree.
That's so fun. So, what sparked this genius of turning it into a song?
Thank you. Well, I was thinking, oh man, I gotta write something about the 12 days of Christmas, but like for moms, and then I had a really hard time trying to figure it out, and then I just kind of cranked this one out in like 5 minutes, so that's kind of how my best writing comes out, I guess. I don't know, it just popped out of there. I'm like, oh, I probably could have written something funnier, but I don't know, I'm just rolling with it because I don't want to edit myself anymore, so I just want to I'm cool with Emily editing myself so that it turns out like more polished, but otherwise, I'm not gonna censor myself.
Yes, don't overthink it, because then sometimes it's just not as good as when that first stroke of inspiration. So yeah, these, even those initial 5 days of Christmas are all things that I'm sure we could relate to. Did you really have to deal with 4 viruses brought home from daycare?
I'm sure I have had more than 4. Yeah, I was like, should that be the 12th one? Because I feel like that's pretty much how that goes. So I got all the good little germies and stuff. I think my immune system was pretty good working in education. And I previously worked with kindergartners and got all kinds of weird little thingies and lice and whatever, but then having 2 little kids in daycare, that's a whole different ball game. I don't know if the germs mutated now or what the thing is, but it's very miserable, and it's shared. It's fun for the whole family, because then if I can't stay home and watch the kids, then I pawn them off on my parents, and then they get the flu and hand, foot, and mouth disease and weird stuff, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. That's true love right there. So
yeah, season of giving, family style.
Yeah, that it's well, we don't want to come see you for Christmas because we know you're going to be sick, so let's just not even. Let's just I don't know, somehow DoorDash your presents to you or something, because I don't even want to look at you.
Right? Amazon delivers.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I have a drone fly over your house and drop it off because we don't want to even, like, you know, touch it with a 10-foot pole. So, yeah.
I was gonna say, yes, the kids definitely do bring home all the sicknesses. So fun. Yeah, Addie brought home a sinus infection for Thanksgiving, so that was lovely.
No, I mean, that doesn't sound as contagious as pink eye, getting pink eye like 5 times or whatever, you know, that it's like, how many times do you touch your eye in a day?
Right. Like, I feel like it gets a tiny bit better when they get to junior high versus like daycare through elementary school. Oh, like still touching the face, but it's not quite as bad as those earlier years for sure. So yeah, it seems like, you know, since this is Mom Edition, you mentioned watching Frozen 2, unwrapped presents, broken toy.
Yeah, I mean, unwrapped as in they're not supposed to be unwrapped yet, but they are unwrapped because, like, when I put them under the tree, the kids are just like, "Oh yeah, it's present time." And I'm like, "No, seriously." And then I try to hide them, and then they still find them, even if they're like way up high. They figure out a way to get up there. I'm like, "What is happening? You guys are like evil geniuses over here. Like, I can't hide anything. I can't whatever." Santa's not real, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, just go to put the presents. I don't know.
Right. They're like, well, I thought, you know, Santa brought them on Christmas Eve, Mom. So these aren't from Santa, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know what I have to say to you to make you understand what's happening here, but whatever.
Oh, and you talked about wet Christmas hugs?
Yeah. That is whatever you think it is, because we all have our own experience with that, but yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just picturing snotty noses.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it could be like snowballs, and then you come inside and you're all wet and stuff.
That's much better.
Because they're thawing out, so let's go with that. How about
that? That's much better.
Yeah, but I mean, probably the first thing is more likely, but I mean, hey, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll try and cheer ourselves up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think my son, like, dumps everything on the floor, which is why, you know, hot chocolate underneath the Christmas tree. So, I mean, it could be like he dumped water on himself, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a hug," or whatever, or milk, you know, anything liquid, you know, that happens all the time. So, yeah.
Oh, yes, this is a great encapsulation of motherhood. Yeah, where did the baby Thunderdome? How did that one come about?
I mean, that's just a joke that I have had, I mean, since I had 2 kids or whatever, and it just seems like they always want to wrestle, and then it's like, I don't know, almost like Sophie's Choice, like, who are you going to root for? Like, who's going to come out on top here or whatever? And 2 babies come in, 1 baby leaves, like, then both of them end up crying at the end, but it's just like, I don't know, it's legit sometimes when they have, like, a conflict, and you're like, I don't know, I don't want to intervene, because I want you to learn how to get some conflict resolution skills, but I'm also like, all right, I don't know if anybody's gonna be alive at the end of this one, but I don't know. But that's okay. They're just getting at all that toddler aggression and all that kind of stuff. So
yes,
well, I love that you were. Then that brings it to a next level situation when they can bite, and then it's like, who can bite harder? Well, I'm pretty sure I know who can. So who's been biting at daycare? I know what's going on. Yeah, so.
Like, all the fun stages.
Absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But you guys have Elf on the Shelf? Elf on the Shelf comes to your house?
I actually got some gnomes, like the little Target gnomes, and I'm kind of cool with that. But I mean, I've definitely thought about the Elf on the Shelf. Like, they have some at the daycare, and I'm like, that sounds like too much like work. So I'm just like, hey, the gnomes are on the Christmas tree, and today they're and the ball pit. Like, I got a little ball pit thing for them. And, you know, like more low maintenance things, because if I have to remember to like move something or like do cute Pinteresty things with an elf, I'm like, okay, well, this elf's gonna be dead for like 90% Christmas, so not gonna even bother with it. But I'm sure if I did, they would be very tired. So I don't know.
Yes, yeah, I was like, 2 tired elves on the shelf. I was like, that sounds about right, you know, because the elves are magic. It's not the moms and dads that do anything, right?
Yeah, that's how I wish it was, you know, like the stork too. Like, can we just get the stork to bring our babies? Like, can we have somebody else do it? Because I'd be real cool with that, but that's not how any of that works. So
I would have had way more children if the stork just brought them forth.
I don't know.
Oh, fun. Well, I'm so glad that you were willing to sing this, because when I read it the first time, I was trying to like sing it in my head, but especially the baby Thunderdome part, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm so glad that we were able to capture you singing it to bring this to life. So it's super fun. It's nice in the midst of the chaos to have some levity and some joy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a good choice of post to bring to us.
Yeah, thought it was a little more relevant than some of my other ones. So for December, I was like, I'm sure I'll come up with some gem in December, so I'll sign up for the December one, and we'll just see what happens. I was like, oh crap, like I don't know if I have anything. I'm like, oh, nailing it. So there you go.
I know. Well, yeah, it was kind of perfect. You were like, oh yeah. I was like, this one. I was like, Emily just published it on the 1st for us. I was like, this is perfect timing. Get it out before Christmas. So, yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah. Thanks for taking time to hop on here again with us. It was a lot of fun the first time, and glad to have you back, especially for this one. So hopefully everybody enjoys it. And yeah, I guess it'd be fun if people would comment with anything they might swap in there to make their own mom version.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. So
yes, that's so great. Yay! Well, yes, I will let you get back to the fans. Thanks for taking time for us again. Always good to see you. Especially you look all sparkly and beautiful for the holidays. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. This is what I wore to work, so I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna keep wearing it. So
we'll pretend like you dressed up for all of us.
Well, I totally dressed up for all of you beautiful people out there, so take this very seriously. I get paid a lot to do this, so take it really seriously.
Paid a lot of love, yes.
That's what it's all about. So all 2 of you that are watching out there, you know, I'm doing this for you.
Oh, fun. Sweet. Well, thank you again very much. I am confident we'll have you again if you're willing to. So,
well, I'll have to ask my agent, but I'm pretty sure I'll be available. So,
okay, all right. Have her call us.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Great. All right. You too, thanks.